Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Jack Flaherty will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What's your take on him, Dan?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Here's Javier Baez. He will lead this one off today. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Nope. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Hayward, or often just Jay Hay. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
3-0 count. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1 out, nobody on. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Lifted down the line in left. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ready with the 0-1. Hayward leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Molina gathers. And he makes the throw to first. Bryant is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The set and the 1-0. Hit to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. It's the Cubs nothing, Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Coming to the plate now, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, visiting team walked in here and was able to win a low-scoring affair and try and complete the sweep today. Not easy to walk into someone's house and take 2.
Particularly when you have a low-scoring game like they had yesterday, D-Row. They're looking more for the same from this one today. The key, they need their starting pitcher to pitch a really good game.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Liner toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Great jump on that ball hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Digging in, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fowler behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball, just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
That is first. The first baseman, Paul.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Happ comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for route number 2.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's gone 3 for 8. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Carpenter bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He was a 13th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Darvish pauses. Here it is on 2-1. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. Second inning coming up, and the Redbirds have an early 1-0 advantage. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Anthony Rizzo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a chopper to first. Might only get 1. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Batting 7, the center fielder.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. In there. Strike 2. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. And And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Runner at second here with one man out. Hit softly down the line at first. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So in now for Chicago, Jason Kipnis. First delivery to him on the way. Into center field, line drive base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And that brings up Javi Baez as he'll take a look at ball 1. Baez has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
He's set. The 2-2. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider. Jason Hayward would be next. The payoff pitch. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Digging in, Paul DeYoung. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
He's set. Here it comes. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 6, the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. First pitch on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Stepping into the box, Tyler O'Neill will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's set, and the pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 2 out, nobody on. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Two and 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward. First offering on its way. The 0-1 on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out.
Now batting.
And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
There's the knuckle curve laid off. 1-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
1 out, nobody on. Hit high and deep out to left field. And it's gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Cubs are back to even now at 1 run apiece.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now here's the pitch. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left, and that is off the wall.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. From the stretch. Right there for strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Kyle Schwarber waits on deck. The 3-1. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
No balls and 1 strike. First and second now, 1 man out. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Wong has it. There's 1 on to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We play 2.5. All even now at 1-1.
Welcome back as the Cardinals look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lane Thomas is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Thomas, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Jack Flaherty, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Here's Colton Wong now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. The 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike 1. 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Down the first baseline. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. Throw into second. And he's safe.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Here's the 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. And it'll be right on the bag as Molina nails him trying to swipe second.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. You kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
Fouled off. One run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Yu Darvish. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AV.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Leading off for St. Louis, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. The pitch. With too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Now batted.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't full for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Two and 0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Left side, but well foul. And another foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 3-2 one more time. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. The 0-2 home. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Yadi Molina digging in now. 0-1 the count. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Oh, 1 the count to Molina. A shot down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And a foul pop behind the plate. Contreras is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Darvish pauses. Here comes the pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. St. Louis is out in front, 2-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Javier Baez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Now the pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for 2nd in that category in the National League. The next Cub up, Jason Hayward, 1 for 2, including a double back in the 1st. And the pitch. Hit out towards 2nd. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he fouls this one off. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras. Now that's popped up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 22, Jack Flaherty.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Hit hard towards center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
A runner on first with 2 away. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Striding in once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The set and the 1-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
The 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Cards strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Number 62 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 62.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
Now the pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. A windup and a 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hitting change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Ian Happ.
Stepping in, Ian Happ. First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 0-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter.
He's set. Here it comes. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. On its way is pitch number 75.
Oh, that's out.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike two.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. Now a drive by DeYoung. This ball is hit well to left field. Looking up is the left fielder, still going back. And that one is gone! It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it gives the Cardinals a 3-1 lead.
Big swing right there. Give himself a little bit of breathing room. Let his pitcher go to work. Now they're up 2.
In now, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Line towards center field, and Molina's aboard a base hit.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen that'll be all for Yu Darvish. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Alec Mills will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Alec Mills.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Mills, 28 years old, is currently second among National League relievers in All-Star fan voting. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. And a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
The center fielder, number
Now at the plate, Lane Thomas. No hits to this point.
Thomas.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Ready with the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 home. Is a fastball swung on and missed.
1-2.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. One for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the seventh. It's now 3-1 St. Louis. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Victor Caratini will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Caratini playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
To the plate now, Javier Baez. Strike one to start the at-bat. Oh, and 1, here it comes.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
The batter, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Andrew Miller will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Harrison Bader is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
And batting 9, number 48, Harrison Bader.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. He's set and the pitch. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Two and two.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And it's fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Hit back up the middle. Wong is there. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
The 0-1 delivery. Hits it high and deep out to center field. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Kyle Ryan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Kyle Ryan.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. From the stretch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Ryan has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Popped up. Rizzo is camped under this one. 1 down.
Now batting, The second baseman, Colton Wong.
So digging in now, Colton Wong. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Runs up and gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Dexter Fowler will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2-1 now. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
In there for a called strike. 3-2 now.
3-2.
Skied into very shallow right. Hayward coming on. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Redbirds down quietly, and it's still 3-1. Giovanni Gallegos has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 65, Giovanni Gallegos.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
And now a pitch on the way.
Outside, that's the ball.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0.
2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0.
Yep, 3-1.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Fowler has a read on it. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So one gone here in the Chicago eighth, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is line to left, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Hey, Dan, these guys have put a lot of guys on base, but no one seemed to cross home plate. Are you cognizant of that as a pitcher? Are you aware of the traffic?
No doubt about it. 9 runners stranded so far in this game. It's time somebody comes up with a clutch hit.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
The 2-0 on the way is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder. Ian Happ, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1. Hit to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. One there. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ryan Tepera is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
He's set. Here it comes. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Digging for second is Goldschmidt. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And that brings up Matt Carpenter. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
3-0 now. Three and one.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 3-1, and he misses there for ball four. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Has a look, now the pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, DeYoung possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. The 1-2. This one's flared toward left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
So now to the plate, Yadier Molina, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Here's the 0-1.
0-1.
First and second here with nobody out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
The 2-1 home. In the dirt here, so he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Jeremy Jeffress is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Tyler O'Neill will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. First offering on its way down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the stretch.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Line drive to left. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Line to the right side. Hayward gathers it in. Here comes the runner for the plate. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Lays off 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Alex Reyes comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
29, Alex Reyes.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Skipnis.
Digging in and looking for more, Jason Kipnis, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
In there, 3-1. And the count will be full. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
David Bodie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, David Bodie.
They'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 home. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Lays off 2-2 now. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
This was an awfully quick series, and it ended in a split. I have a feeling these two teams could have played a 20-game series and would have ended tied. 2 evenly matched, well-coached ball clubs.
6-1 the final tally today. St. Louis took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jack Flaherty earned his 9th win of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
This afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us and remind you to please drive home safely.